Thank you very much. Microsoft has helped us a lot during the pandemic. When the pandemic started, luckily we were already working on e-learning projects and we were already using Office 365. But obviously, the adoption was something which was a challenge, and we were working around the things that we need to do to basically ensure that there is a lot of adoption. And so people were aware with the Office 365, but what we were able to do was we were able to basically shift our overall teaching very early in the time on the Microsoft Teams throughout the enterprise, including our franchise schools to colleges to all the three university students. So all the classes were actually being done, were conducted on MS Teams within the matter of a couple of weeks' time. And that was something which was very early as compared to the other players in the market. And similarly, as the pandemic went on, this became a norm, and we kept on improving our outcome using more and more functionality of MS Teams, and as well as Office 365 for assignments and for submission and for rendering. Similarly, we actually started converting our workloads from on-premises and multiple clouds to MS Azure. So Azure actually became the platform of choice for us for all the different type of functionality that we are using. So we migrated 140 plus websites onto that. At the moment, we are having a lot of e-learning media that is a proprietary of our group being hosted and being streamed and rendered from Microsoft Azure Cloud. Similarly, we are using multiple other Azure services, but primarily from education perspective, we were basically using all the websites are hosted on Microsoft Azure, as well as our all these 120 plus applications are hosted over there, as well as e-learning media. Similarly, the journey did not end while our pandemic went away. The journey continues, and we have been building upon what we were doing before. And today, a lot of different services are still running on Azure, and we are mandating hybrid learning throughout our enterprise. And what we are doing is we have started this journey like 6 to 8 months ago, where we are mandating the teachers to conduct classes, at least a couple of classes every week, using Office 365 and Microsoft Teams. Similarly, the assignments are being assigned through Microsoft Teams and being submitted through Microsoft Teams. So it is a proactive approach towards adoption of hybrid learning and cloud based learning mentality. Similarly, we are working on a lot of different projects that are being basically done on Azure. As I mentioned, our websites, 140 plus websites are hosted over Azure, and a lot of media is there as well. So at the moment, when we talk about data, so 6 terabyte plus data is on over Azure, and 600 plus virtual cores are being used for us. Systems Limited has been part and parcel of the journey throughout, and they have been really helpful in getting us adopted to our cloud strategy. And in fact, we are exploring an opportunity nowadays to basically partner with Systems Limited towards drawing our cloud roadmap for enterprise for next 3 to 5 years. So this is something which we have taken up as an initiative recently. Other than that, the next question was related to how did Microsoft helped us in terms of Dynamics. It helped us automating our processes. So yeah, Microsoft Dynamics 365 was upgraded in 2018 perhaps or 19, and since then actually our financials were run, especially on the education side of it, are completely run on Dynamics. And it has helped us to automate all the financial reporting, managerial reporting, as well as streamlining our chart of accounts and processes in finance and treasury. So yeah, it has been really helpful as well. And obviously, my Systems Limited was implementation partner for that as well in those days. The security perspective was the next question. We have been exploring a lot of different products, including different services and flavors of Centennial for our zero trust framework, which we want to adopt eventually for our enterprise. Looking at the size of the enterprise, we are evaluating an optimum solution for us that should not only be scalable but also cost effective and something which we are able to maintain. And we are doing this along with Microsoft and partners like System Limited all together. And as I mentioned maybe earlier, that we have half a million plus active students every year. So we have 750,000 Microsoft Office 365 accounts being used, and we are using a hybrid Active Directory and a lot of services, including IoT Hub for a couple of applications that are being used in farming and solar solutions for us. And we are working very actively, and we are very satisfied while working with Microsoft products. Thank you very much.